Hello, Dr. Alan Harper here, your Secure Vibe coder. And we are back for another live Secure Vibe coding session. And we are working on an app called User Vibes OS. And the app looks, the architecture of the app looks like this. The purpose of this app is to collect vibes throughout the user journey lifecycle. And we're making it easy for developers to do that by creating a widget for them that they can drop into their website. It's a JavaScript front end. We make it really easy for them. Once they sign up on our landing page, we take their payment, then they go to the dashboard, they set up an API key, and then they can set up feedback boards. These feedback boards will allow the user to provide feature requests and bug reports. And I feel like this is a vital part of feedback that we need to get from the users, but we're not going to be done there. This is just our MVP. We're going to move around this wheel here and pick up all of these different feedbacks that we can get from users. But again, this is our MVP, and we're getting really close to being able to launch this. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned, and we're going to advance this tonight. We have a list over here of features that we've been working on now. This is, I think, our 38th or 39th session. And we do about an hour a night. So we've got a little more than probably 40 hours of work in here, and we already have about 4 months worth of work done. And so that's just the power of AI. We are secure vibe coders. You can learn a lot about vibe coding elsewhere, but here we learn about secure vibe coding. Hey 3Ds, thanks for joining us. If anyone else has joined us, I see there's other people here. Drop me a hello, tell me you're here, and let me know where you're from. I'd appreciate that. We just want to hang out, and we want to do some secure vibe coding here. Give me 1 second, let me shut a door. All right, I know my wife will appreciate that. She probably would have came and shut it anyway. All right, so here's the feature list, and we've been plugging right along, making great progress. Tonight, we're going to update the homepage with some new images. Okay, so what does the homepage look like right now? So let's see here. Okay, so here's the image that we're going to update it with, but let's see what it actually looks like. Okay, oh. First, I've got to go ahead and launch this puppy. I've rebooted my, I use anti-gravity and I restarted it. So now I have to restart each of my sessions here, or each of my command lines here. So this one is npx, npm run dev. Okay, next one we'll start is our convex for development. That's npx convex dev. Okay, let that get going here. Okay, that's ready. And then finally what we'll do is we'll get our test site up. Let's go into our test site and we'll npm run dev. Okay. All right, so that's on 3002, and then our main site is on 3000. Okay, so let's go back to here, and as we can see, that's all working. Okay, let's go ahead and log in. We're already logged in. Let's go into our dashboard. All right, so what does the main page look like? Looks like this. Right now it has these placeholders on it, and they're just that. They're just placeholders. So tonight we're going to update our homepage. We're going to, because we've got a nice snazzy dashboard now. It has real data in it. How cool is that? And then we're going to update these other images here as well. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and update this image right here. So the way we do that is we come in here, get a nice look at the image. Let's go ahead and refresh, see if there's anything new. I doubt it. Okay. All right, that's a nice view right there. And what we'll do is we will go ahead and just screenshot the valuable part of it here, this inner part right here. And just because I like the look of the original one on the homepage, let's go ahead and put it in dark mode. And let's screenshot that. So let me go ahead and just snag that. On Mac, I just use the key sequence here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just tell Claude Code to replace the image on the homepage with this. We are vibe coders, right? So we're not going to write any code here. If you thought I was going to do that, you're crazy. All right, so let me paste that in. And okay, I just want to update the hero image on the homepage with the image that I provided you here. Go ahead and delete the original one once you've replaced it. Just like that, guys. Now let's watch it happen. Well, I think I'm going to have to give it some permissions here because I restarted it. So it's probably going to say, do you want to do this? I say, yeah. Yeah, I really want to do it. I do appreciate that Claude asked, for that, because it's never steered me wrong, but, it could someday. Never know. Okay, it's reading the hero page. Okay, here it comes right here. It's asking, yeah. Okay, it says it can't use that screenshot and create a file. So it's telling me to go ahead and save it directly into the public. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, I'll update the dimension to match your new image. Okay, cool. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do another screenshot. This time I'll save it to a file. And I want to just, I don't want to get all of those security events because I want it to kind of still look like, I don't want it to be square. Okay. All right. So that did that. Now let's see here. Where did that go? Okay. I see it over here off screen. Now, where did it tell me to put it? First of all, it asked me to name it this way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it in there. Updated hero, and then I'll let Claude Code resize it after it checks the size of it and everything, or I'll let him rename it. Okay, so I've got it here. So now what I'm going to do is over here in the public folder, I'm just going to drag it in. So I have a file called updated hero. So here it is. It dragged it in right there. Now I'm just tell Claude Code. Okay, I created a new image in the public folder called updated-hero.png. I want you to go ahead and just replace the original file with that one after you check the size and make it all look nice. Okay, I'm still expecting it to ask me for permissions. Yep, here it goes. So it's going to use this sips command. I don't even know if I have sips installed, but that's going to apparently check the height and weight, or the height and width. So we'll see. Yeah, looks like I have it. All right, so what that did was it found the pixel width and height, and now it's going to go ahead and do its thing. It's deleting the old one. Okay, and now it's asking me, do you want to make this change? And I'll say yes, and allow all edits during this session. Okay, so we should be able to go back here and watch this happen live, but we don't have to. We should see this update. I wonder why. That's interesting. Why'd the whole web page go dark? I didn't tell it to do that. I wonder if it's because I set that over here. It must set, it sets a cookie or something. Yeah, okay, cool. That's cool. All right, what's going on over here? Okay, it says it did it. But I'm not seeing it. I shouldn't have to refresh, but I will for good measure. No. Nice try, but I'm not seeing that updated image on the hero section of the homepage. Check again, and you might have to rename the file I gave you to the original name or update the file. Come on. There we go. Okay, looks like Google's got the new Gemini 3 Flash in here. I don't care. All right, so yeah, it says it sees the image. Let's see. Hard refresh. Ah, okay, yeah. You run into this. There's a caching going on. So what I need to do is I just go to inspect here, bring that down, and then I'll right click here on the page. I can hit empty cache and hard reload. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, see, look at that, guys. Amazing, beautiful, right? That should attract some new users, right? And then now let's go ahead and update the rest of this page. Okay, so we got that going. Okay, capture every signal, every user signal. We let Claude put this copy on here a while ago. Copy is the text that's on the home page or any page. That's where we get the word copyright, believe it or not. But it has to do with copy. It's sales copy. Newspapers are copy, headlines are copy, anything is copy. Like email can be copy, but in this case we have a landing page or web page and we call that copy. So all this text is sales related and that's called sales copy. All right, so start with the feature request today, scale. Okay, all right, so capture every user signal. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this one now with like a screenshot of our feature request widget. Okay, so let's get a good one of that. Let's see, let's go back into the back end and go to the feedback here. And I just remembered a bug we need to fix in a bit. Okay, all right, so here we go. Now let's get a good color. I don't like this, so what we'll do is we'll, we just did that a while back, but let's go ahead and just set this to, something more natural, and we'll set the secondary one to that. Okay, all right, and I keep thinking I have to hit save, but I remember a while ago we changed it so we don't have to hit save. Since I'm in here real quick, let me show you really quick how robust this app is. Many of you are just now joining us. We've been doing this for about 40 hours, and I believe we have about 4 months worth of work done. Thanks to AI, and I'll demonstrate it to you. Like, for example, we have this feedback. We have this feedback menu over here. It's the first module that we've developed. This is our MVP. We'll have more modules like landing page and different things. But right now you can set up, like when you go here, you can set up, if a developer has multiple websites, they can set up a project for each one of them. And inside of there, they have a feedback stream that's coming in from their users, right? Whether it's either bugs or feature requests. They have a board, like a Kanban board, where they can drag these things across as they're working them. As a developer, that's pretty cool. That works. Ultimately, they can set up change logs, right? And then they can collect, what's the word? Moderate the comments that come back. Sometimes users are, they put stupid comments and you don't want the public to see that. So you have the ability over in the settings to turn on moderation of the comments, and you can see there's one pending right now, and here it is. Okay. We have a demo here. This is what it looks like when it's deployed, and we're going to take a screenshot of that puppy right now. I don't like this Next.js. It's in the way here, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll just cheat. We'll get all the way down to it like this, because I do want it to be rather rectangle, not square. So what we'll do is we'll do this. This is probably not smart because I have words like test in here. I probably should get a proper, we should probably get some proper things in here. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's not be lazy. So let's say add button to dashboard for quick add of items. It looks official, right? it would be great if we had a button to quickly add items to dashboard. Okay. And we can put some tags on it. Okay. And we'll submit that idea. Okay. So now what should happen is, okay, what's going on here? That should have came to the top. Let's see. Is it sorting? Most voted. Most recent. Okay, still, why didn't that submit? Okay, don't tell me we've got a bug we've got to work through. Trying to get screenshots, darn it. And we will. But I do need to, let's take a moment and figure this out. Slow down. Okay, that demo right there should have worked. Like if I hit that button, that should have went into the database. I'm trying to wonder why it's not. Let me open up our demo page, our test site. Let's add it from here. That demo should have worked. And I don't understand why it didn't. Let's see if it's not in there. Okay, let's try it again. Add button to dashboard for quick add of items. It would be nice if we had a button to quickly add items to dashboard. Okay. Okay. That showed up in there. And again, it's on most voted here, so I can put on most recent, and there it is. Okay, we can also vote on it. Okay, so that all works. Maybe for some reason in the demo, I somehow disabled or didn't enable the ad. We'll try to remember that. I like to keep a little running list of issues. So let me just make a note. Demo page, not adding items. Also, okay, also, there was another one. It'll come to me. Okay. So now back on the homepage on the back end, if we come into the demo, there we see it. Okay. So we can go to most recent. Okay. And let's put one more so that we have two nice juicy ones there in our screenshot. Okay. I don't know what would be a good feature request. Add multilingual support. It would be nice to support Spanish and French language. There's a way to do that, by the way. It comes built into Next.js, but you have to configure it. And maybe someday we'll add that. Okay, and okay. Okay, and we'll leave the vote off on that one. Okay, so now, okay, come back into here, and what we'll do is I'll just come down a size in this page so that we get more in our screenshot. Okay, again, cheating here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and snag that file, and I'm going to get a nice screenshot of a couple feature requests, just like that. Perfect. Okay. And now that shows off that. Pretty cool. So now what we'll do is drag that into the, I'll name it and drag it. Okay, I'll call it feature request. Okay, I'm gonna drag that into the public folder. Where you at? It's down here. Public. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, I added a second screenshot called feature-request.png in the public folder. I want you to replace the second image on the homepage with that one. Okay. Let's see what the homepage looks like again. Okay, so what we should do is see this one disappear and get replaced. We'll just leave it up there. Hey guys, who else joined me? Drop me a note and say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you're enjoying this. I appreciate it. I'm going to leave this open so I can do a hard refresh on this when it comes up. It looks like we could have put the feature request in here. Complete user journey intelligence. We don't have much to put there yet. And what we could do is we can put we can change the copy up here. I'm just trying to complete these. Let's see. Ready to listen to your users. Okay, this is all good. All good. Okay. What's going on back here? No, it's saying there's only one image. That's not true. Hold on a second. Trying to think what I want to do here. Capture every user signal. Yeah, it says right here, start with feature request today. I think I do want to put that. What I'll do is let's see what else we can snag a screenshot of real quick. Could put like the settings. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Embed in settings. Yeah, I think I'll change the language of the below ones to be more specific to that, to like the embed in the settings. I also want to get this security dashboard in here. Okay, so focus. There is a second image on there. It's under the screenshot. You can see it, and you can see the header that it comes underneath. Find that image and replace it with the one that I gave you. Okay, now it says it sees it. Yeah. As if I was lying. Okay, here it comes. It's checking that SIPs again. I tell it, don't ask again about SIPs. I trust it. Okay, so here we go. It should happen live. Broke the page, but it'll fix it. Okay, there it comes. There it is. Okay, there's the feature request. Now what we'll do is I think we'll put like, I don't know, we'll replace these two with a single image of the security dashboard. How about that for now? Best products are built by teams who listen, early adopter. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, we got this, guys. I'm gonna tell it this. And in a moment, I'm gonna give it a prompt. Okay, let's go ahead and get the security dashboard. Let's show off that right now because it's pretty cool. Okay. There we go. Sweet. I don't like that my email address is in there. And I don't feel like finding an app to fuzz that at the moment, but let's see. See if there's anything we can do. Do we have any sorting or anything we can do here? What the heck? I can change it later. Okay. Let's get that screenshot going. Nice one. Okay. Security dashboard. I'm calling it, and we're going to go ahead and drag it down in the public folder. Okay, right below the image that you just replaced, there are two more images in another section. I want to replace the text in that section to describe the comprehensive security dashboard that we have. So change the copy from those two next images to just be around one image. And I've created that screenshot for you and dropped it into the public folder called security dashboard. So use that. Okay, with a little luck, it will just do that. So let's just watch it. Fingers crossed. I want to see this section get updated real time. Because we're vibe coders. We want to see it. We want some excitement, right? Hey guys, you want to learn more about me? I see somebody click the scan the QR code already. Wonderful. Find out more about me in my free mentoring up there in that QR code or link down below. I've been doing cybersecurity for 36 years. I've written 6 books on it, or actually 7, but 6 of them were best-selling books on cybersecurity. So you can Google me up, and you'll find all about me. But right now, I'm giving back, and just trying to help people fill this gap out there right now. We have this problem, guys. Vibe coding is available to everyone, and that's amazing, right? But the scary part is nobody knows how to do it securely. So yeah, you can make an app, but what good is it for you to make an app if it gets hacked, right? So what I've done is I've created, and look, this got updated, by the way. Wonderful. Okay, that beats the competition right there. Okay. All right, so I've created this thing called a Secure Vibe Coding OS. And it's a framework that you can all go find on GitHub. It's free. It's a public project under my Harper AA folder here on GitHub. And this thing right here gives you a secure baseline. It is the most secure Next.js starter kit out there. Okay, that's a bold claim, but I'm telling you it's true. Go check it out. If you find one better, let me know. You won't. It has clerk billing set up, so it takes credit cards. It also uses Convex on the back end. If you don't know, that's the best database going right now. So highly encourage people to check out Convex and just go back and look through our videos. Just see how amazing it is. Real-time updates. It's super easy to set up. It takes you about 15 minutes your first time going through this. I have all the instructions for you of how to get this going. And the most important thing is I added all of this stuff right here. I added the security batteries, I like to call it. All this stuff right here, the heart of it in the center here, this is all the security stuff. The other thing I added for you is a bunch of Claude code skills. So under the Claude folder here, under skills, I added a bunch of security skills for you. So what this means is I made Claude smart as it relates to security. Now it already knew all this stuff, but it wasn't focused on it. Now it's focused on it. So if you say, give me, add this to the database, it knows how to do it securely because it uses these skills automatically. That is huge, guys. So what we do is we build on a secure baseline, and then we use through our prompting, it invokes these skills, and then it makes sure that it does any changes that are made are also secure. Okay. And then what we do is we trust but verify, right? So what we do is security scanning. So there's a set of agents in here built in that will do security scanning for you. And we did that like a few sessions ago. In fact, we've done it a couple times now. We'll do it again probably next week because we've made a lot of changes. And we always want to be testing our security. And so we use agents to test the security, but then that's not good enough because, that's like, the pot calling the kettle black, right? So what we'll do is then we use the third-party tool called SEMGREP, SEMGREP, and that's the best source code scanner out there now. It's free, but they have a pro version too. I'm not associated with them. But it's good. I love it. And so these agents will invoke SEMGREP, and they'll call it, and that they can't mess that up. Like once they call it, I know that tool is going to give me the truth, right? So I have the agents giving me a review, and I have a third-party scanner giving me a review. That's great, guys. This puts this app in the top 1% in terms of security of apps out there. Is it 100% secure? No. But run from anyone who tells you they can give you 100% security. If you can get to 99% or 98 or 95%, you're doing great. There's this old saying that you don't have to outrun a bear. If there's two people, you just need to outrun the other person. And that's true in cybersecurity. It's what we do. Unfortunately, we harden our apps and our environments. Listen, guys, I've been doing this for 36 years. I have a PhD in the topic. I can assure you there is no such thing as a secure system. Again, run from anyone who tells you that there is. But what we can do in the game that we play in cybersecurity is we harden ourselves. We harden our websites, our apps, our mobile apps, our devices, our everything. We harden everything, our networks, and then we make it sufficiently difficult for the attacker to be successful, and then they go elsewhere. Okay, unless they really, really want you. If it's a nation state, if the Russians are coming after you, you ain't keeping them out. Because there's this thing called a 0 day that you're not aware of, and the tools that you use are not aware of it, and they just use that. We'll talk about that another day. If you guys are interested, I can tell you more about that. Hey, I see somebody, Truth Bomb came in. Hopefully you know that I just dropped a truth bomb there. Hello from Forest, Virginia. Hey, I used to live near Forest, Virginia, up there in Lynchburg. I used to work at Lynchburg at Liberty University for many years. And love that. I have friends in that area. I have friends that live in Forest, so that's cool. Thanks for joining us. I see several other people here joined us. Let me just drop a couple. I'll share these comments just for a second. Let's see. I know there's a button here. Oh, here it is. Here you go. I just kind of drop in some of those comments so you can kind of see them. Okay. Yeah. I wish I could. It only shows the top ones or the bottom ones. Anyway, lots of guys tune in here. Hello from Cincy. All right, Cincinnati, I assume that is. I'm not from there, but that's probably it. The agent can blur the email. Hey, thanks for that. Reorganize. I guess Claude Code. I could maybe tell Claude Code to do that. Perhaps we could try that. Can you tell me how I can use AI to create projects if I have a clear vision of what I have to create? Okay, so that's what we're all about here, Rajat Sharma. So what we do here is we talk about secure vibe coding, right? And again, you can get vibe coding everywhere. Hey, the link to this repo, just go out to GitHub and search for secure vibe coding OS, and it'll come up and it'll say Harper AA. That's mine. Give me some love if you do that, because then because not a lot of people. Let's see here. Let me go back to the main page. I've got not a lot of stars. Okay, 5. I want to boost this up. It's only a couple months old. Nobody really knows about it yet. This is all part of a secure vibe coding masterclass that I've created. You can find out about that in my free mentoring group up there, or link in the description. And inside that free group, I'm dropping value daily. I have a 30-day challenge in there for AI cybersecurity. Encourage you to take it. It's 100% free. It will change your life. It will help you establish a daily learning habit, and just do like 1 hour of work each day for 30 days, and you will be amazed. I call it the Kaizen challenge because it means continual improvement, 1% each day. At the end of those 30 days, your life will have been changed. You'll be on your way to being a secure vibe coder, but also a security practitioner as it relates to AI. So I'm into the intersection of AI and cybersecurity. Okay, so hang out with me, and that's what you'll get. I really believe that AI is here, and it's going to take all the jobs in the next few years, except for mine and your guys. And what I'm trying to do is build an army of people who are able to implement this stuff and be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Okay. What's happening is companies are laying off people as we speak, because let's say they had 10 people, 10 developers. Well, now they only need 2 or 3, because they'll keep the best ones. And those guys are now supermen and women. So they can do 100 times more each. And that's what we're demonstrating on this channel. And you can see it elsewhere too. And so the idea is that you want to be one of those 2 or 3 that are left, or better yet, forget that. Like, create your own job. Go build a tool that those 2 or 3 are using and charge a lot for it and change your life. Okay. I am actively building products right now. I just sold one for 200,000. If you follow me for a while, you know that. The people I sold it to, they want more. So that's probably going to double in value over this coming year. So, okay, that's another 400,000. Okay. Like, do the math, guys. Like, this is game changing, life changing stuff that I'm talking to you about here. Okay. And I'm not doing that to brag. I'm just telling you, like it's out there. I have another project that I just started for 33K, and that'll probably increase over the coming year. Okay. So what I'm looking for is to build a bullpen of people who can wield this stuff like a weapon, and actually, like a superpower, right? So that I can throw work to that I'm having to turn away. Okay, so maybe that can be you guys, right? So drop into my mentoring group. Again, you'll find out about my Secure Vibe Coding Masterclass in there, and you can get access to me and I also have paid mentoring groups you can find out about in there. But you can do all of this for free, guys. If you have more time than you have money, then I'm dropping the pearls of wisdom for you. Okay, but a lot of people, they don't have that much time. Like, maybe they're already laid off, or maybe they're worried about being laid off. Well, I can help you too, but that's going to take more of my attention, and that's not free. Okay, but anyway, drop in there to learn more about me. All right, let's go back to the task at hand. What else we got going here? Okay, so we updated that. We updated this, and I'm in love with that security dashboard. Okay, simple pricing, everything you need to know. Hey guys, we about got a landing page here ready to sell things. Let's see. Okay. Now, part of my strategy is going to be twofold going forward. Like, in the coming week or two, I'm going to have an affiliate program. So you guys that can come along on the journey, you can make money as well. So what I'll do is I'll set up like an affiliate program and give away like 25% or something like that. And you guys, get out there on social media and start blasting about this product. And anyone who signs up, you'll get a commission for as long as they're a member. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this product is, if you get it working in an app, like, you're not gonna quit. Like if we get people, if we provide value to our customers like we intend to, and they start using it, why would they ever leave? In fact, it may be difficult for them to leave, and that's a good thing. We want stickiness as a product. And so this is something that you'd want to be an affiliate for sure, because you'll get lifetime revenue stream coming in for that passive income. Okay, just tell someone, right? Just share the word. That's one way that we're going to launch it. The other way we're going to do is go out and do what's called a lifetime offer deal. LTDs are called lifetime deals. and you can use things like AppSumo and stuff like that. And and a lot of people, like many people here listening, have bought apps on lifetime deals. So like I charge like maybe $100, $99 for a lifetime deal, and get 100, 200 people in here using it, and those become like beta testers because they know that they're coming in. Like that's why they're getting a lifetime deal, because the paint's not dry yet, but they'll come in and kick the tires, but they want a deal for that. Okay, and they will stay with you forever because they bought a lifetime license, right? And they'll give you that feedback that you need. We're also going to eat our own dog food here, meaning that like I'm going to very soon like add a menu item in here where you can also give feedback about the product. And I'm going to call it probably like the dog bowl or something. And because we eat our own dog food here, because again, we're all about, for those of you who joined late, we're building this app called User Vibes OS. And the idea is to collect vibes throughout the user journey lifecycle. So whether they're hitting your landing page or your funnel, and we're trying to attract them, well, that hit is a vibe, and we need to capture that. So we'll do some analytics and we'll capture that signal, and we'll make it easy for our developers to see that. Okay, and then maybe you're going to qualify them with a survey. Maybe you're going to have them fill out a survey when they sign up, like as part of a lead magnet or something. And maybe you'll add them to a wait list, and we'll build anticipation. We'll help people do that. Then they'll nurture an email list, okay? And then ultimately, you'll get security monitoring, these alerts. We got that working, okay? So the alerts are working, and then we get into the feature requests and the bug reports. This blue box is done. Okay, so that's working. I think we can polish it. I think we'll polish it next week and add a few, just make sure it's all working well. And then the idea is once you get customers, then you want to send out sentiment surveys. Like this would be just randomly, it'll pop up occasionally and say, hey, just here's 5, smiley faces from frown to happy, how are you liking the app? And just boom, they hit a button, it goes away. That's called sentiment surveys. Okay, so we're going to make it easy for developers to get that, and ultimately collect testimonials, right? For those who, the idea is those who give you like a smiley face, then we want to immediately send them an email and ask for a favor that they provide a testimonial. See how that works? Now, the ones that give you a frowny face, then you want to start working on also communicating with them, because you're probably going to have to do an exit survey because they're probably about to leave, okay? And so, again, these are the vibes that users throw off throughout the user journey lifecycle. You see how powerful that is? We started down here because there are a lot of apps that do everything that I said, but no app, mark my words, no app does it all. Okay, so we want to be the first app to do it all. But to do that, we jumped into these nice juicy features. First of all, I need this capability in my other apps that I'm developing. Like, so I'm going to be a user, right? Hopefully you guys are users. And I see we had a developer on here, software engineer in the UK, from Possible Scripts. It's amazing at my work how many other devs are just oblivious. I'm dropping that comment up here. Hey, thank you for that comment. It's amazing how many other devs are just oblivious, and the AI wave is coming. Yeah, tell me about it, man. It's more than a wave, man. It's a tsunami. It's a tsunami, man, and we're standing at the foot of it. And what I'm doing is saying, guys, get your surfboards, man. Let's go. Let's start swimming. Let's start paddling, right? Let's ride this tsunami. It is going to wipe out a lot of people. A lot of devs are already being wiped out. I want to share with you something, okay? I don't share this often, but this is part of my mentoring group. Let me show you this right here, because that comment was mentioned, okay? I'm dropping super value here tonight, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this, send it to your friends. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, this is what we do here. Look here. I'm not trying to turn you into a software engineer like my friend Possible Scripts here, because he knows this is true what I'm about to tell you. Okay, look here. There's this blog article here earlier this year from this guy. Software engineering jobs. Just go out and Google software engineering jobs 5-year low from Pragmatic Engineer. And what you'll find is this is a US government statistic right here, okay? COVID started here, and then after COVID, for about 2 years, there was a peak in software developers. Why? Because companies all needed to work remotely. That created all kinds of new apps and all kinds of new use cases that we didn't have before COVID. And there was just an influx of software development needed, right? Then what happened after COVID became not a thing. Okay. So then what? Okay. So look here, guys. We are way down here to before COVID, stats. But look at this. Check this out. It's not just COVID. Check out all job, or it's not just software developers, I should say. Okay. The software developers are underperforming all job postings. Let that sink in. Guys, AI is coming for all of us, and it's starting, it seems, with the software developers. Okay? Why? Because of this vibe coding thing. Now, look, vibe coding is a controversial term. There are people who hate it. I love it. I don't love everything about it. That's why I'm doing it better, right? So I do secure vibe coding. But what I found is there's all these people out there. Again, I'm on this software engineering rant, so I apologize, Possible Scripts, but you'll resonate with this. There are vibe coders over here just speaking to apps like us, right? And there are people doing even less than us. Like they're using Replit, Bolt, Lovable. I've used these apps. You've used them. They're okay, right? But they only get you so far. And then, if you really want like high potential, more difficulty in apps, you're going to need to use Claude Code. Okay. I love Claude Code. The other ones are second place, third place. Okay. Anyone out there that's really serious will tell you that that's the truth. Okay. You use Windsurf, Cursor, VS Code. Now Anti-Gravity is the one I use. I switch these like I switch socks. Like, I don't care. I'm not loyal to any one of these. I am loyal to Claude Code. Why? Because I burn about 1.5 billion tokens a month. And what that does is, I'll show you here. I had it at one point. Let's see if I could pull this up. Yeah, here it is. Use this command right here called CC or CC usage. So look, I'm sharing you the truth here, guys. Look at this. That's weird. Why did that come up? Okay. All right. So check this out, guys. Yeah, here's my token spend for the month. Okay. I'm totally transparent with you guys here. Look at this. I'm in the 3 commas club, guys. Okay. Of tokens. Okay. So that's 1 billion, 1.1 this last month. I usually get about 1.5. Now, what's the cost of that? Or actually, I'm sorry, over here, total tokens, 1.2 billion this month. The total cost of that is about $1,000, and that's down because this last month they lowered the cost of Opus. I usually average around $1,500 a month in tokens. However, Claude Code lets me cap that out at $200. Okay, now I'm a super user. I've got, like I've already told you, I'm developing like 4 or 5 apps. Okay. You don't have to do that. And I'm making enough money that I can afford that, I promise you. But like, you can get by with like a $20 a month plan or $50 a month plan. And I encourage you to do that. Do not try to use a free AI model to do this vibe coding or any kind of coding. You will waste so much time and you will be in AI slop, just quagmire forever. And you will never get the result that I'm getting here. And so I'm like 100x more capable. You might get 2x more capable, and then you'll end up nosediving because you get into death loops that the AI can't get you out of. Okay, so you're going to pay for it one way or another. You're going to pay for it with your time or with your money, and I strongly encourage you to pay with it with your money, because your time is infinitely more valuable than money. As we know, we can't buy one more second of time on this planet. Okay, you can be a billionaire. It doesn't matter. You're not going to buy any more time on this planet. But what you can do as a billionaire is buy all your time back that you've been given and go enjoy things with your life or with your family and live where you want, with who you want, do what you want, when you want, right? Total freedom. And then you do with it as you choose from there. For me, I'll always be a creator. I'm never going to just go sit on a beach somewhere. Right, I will be creating stuff to make to serve people better, so I can serve my creator better. That's what I'm all about. And so what I'm trying to do is compound my time savings by whenever I save time with like an AI agent. Like right now, I'm working on a personal AI agent. That's what I'm following this guy named Daniel Messler on YouTube, and props out to him. And he built this personal AI agent, and it allows me to, like, I could feed it that image, for example, and tell it to, to fuzz out those things. But I'm just not going to pull it up and mess with that right now. I don't know if Claude can do that. That's why I said that before. But whenever I get that time saving back, then I use that 2 or 3 hours a week to make more automations and more test tools and more, so that's how you compound your time savings over time, because you can, through automation and AI, you can compound your time savings. Are you catching what I'm putting down here? So what that allows you to do then is go like a superpower here and do the power. Like, it's like I do what 100 people can do, and I'm not bragging. Like, it's all AI, but I've mastered it. Okay, soon I'll do what 1,000 people can do. Right? You know that Sam Altman said that soon we'll have the first one-person billionaire business. That's a one-person business that's doing $1 billion in revenue. Why? Because that one person will be like an orchestrator over all these agents. Okay, and I believe that. Okay, so that's the answer to the tsunami that's coming. Like, you either be one of the few that are remaining after the rest of them were let go because they had their head in the sand, or you just say, forget all that, and you get busy building a business right now as a side hustle, so that when you do get laid off, you're just like, okay, hey, thank you. Now I can just go all in on my side hustle. Right? And then you sell services back to that company and all the other companies and make your millions that way. Okay. So the choice is yours. I'm laying down all the info. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Okay. And so anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming, as they say. Close a couple things here. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions for me? Drop them in the chat here. I got a few more minutes tonight. We've accomplished basically what I wanted to accomplish. Oh, what I want to do is push that up live so you guys can see the homepage. Let's do that. Okay. We manage everything on Git, and when we push to Git, it goes up to Vercel. We did that like several weeks ago. Okay, you can go back and watch those videos. Or join my Secure Vibe Coding Masterclass. It's all in there as well. Okay, so here what we do is we just say, write a strong commit and push that to origin. Looks like I got to restart my Super Whisper. I've been using it a lot today. Okay. We're going to get this pushed up to right here. Let's see. Here's the Git statement. It always writes a better Git statement than I care to. Okay, and naturally it screwed up the statement, so it's got to redo it. Okay, try it again without parentheses in it. Apparently you can't put parentheses in a statement, in a Git statement. All right, so now it wants to push it to origin. So we run 2 copies of Git. Everyone does. You have a local one and a remote one. So the first commit goes to local repository, and then we push it to origin so that it goes up to Vercel, and then we get this on the back end. Let's see here. Okay, jump over to Vercel, and it's automatically kicking off a build job here. Now, we were talking about security before. Soon what we're going to do is we're going to put in security workflows, GitHub workflows, and we'll do that soon. I'll put it, in fact, I'm going to put it on my to-do list so we do it real soon. And then what that'll do is then that'll run off a little security check using our skills to make sure that we're not committing anything that violates the security policies in our skills. This is how you secure vibe code, guys. All right. Question was, what's the name of the software I sold? I'm not going to disclose that, guys, because for their privacy, and I'm actually under confidentiality contract with them. Yeah. Guess this building, it'll just take about another 30 seconds. Anybody got any questions? Possible Scripts, you still here? Did you agree with what I said? You guys are free to disagree, by the way. It's a free world, right? Love to have some dialogue. Okay. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get that. I don't have a good way to drop you a link right now. That's the problem. Like I'm in this restream thing, and I had to go out to YouTube to do that. But here, this shouldn't be so difficult. If you just Googled secure vibe coding and OS on GitHub, like this, it should come up here. Okay, there's some other apps, but I'll also put Harper. Come on. Why are they? It's because I got no stars, man. You guys got to help me out. That should come up. Okay, let's do it better. Go to GitHub. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, I just did a search on GitHub, but that's not going to help you. Hold on a second. Okay. Why isn't that coming up? Secure. It's a public repo. Yeah, I don't know why it's not coming up. Honestly, don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out a way to drop a URL somehow in here. I don't know why the search doesn't come up. That's really strange to me. It's the first I've ever seen that. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if there's something I can do here. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I can drop. Okay, if you're on YouTube, I think I just figured out a way to drop it. If you're on any of these other ones, if you're on Twitch, I just found a way to drop it, and that's the only two platforms I can drop it right now. If you're following on X, then just hit me up in my profile, and I'll share a link there. Yeah, 3D says it's on page 3, but yeah, but still, when I search at the top, it doesn't come up at all. It says not found, which I'm going to need to look into that. That's not cool. I just gave you the link. So, I mean, clearly there is a link and it's public. Why wouldn't the search come up? I don't know. I don't know, guys. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to go ahead and wind this down for tonight. Oh, we didn't check the public one. User Vibes OS here. There's our homepage. It's updated. uservibesOS.ai. Okay. I guarantee you Google doesn't know about that yet, but they will. We're coming, guys. Nice and responsive page here. Should work well on mobile as well. Here's all the nice juicy features we have. Look at that. All the security features. What I should do is start putting competitors over here and show they don't have them. I'll do that. We'll do that in the future. Oh, we got to get rid of this. This is like Latin. This is just placeholder. In fact, we need to get rid of all this stuff here because we don't, this isn't true yet. Unless you guys start giving me feedback, right? But what we'll do is maybe we'll work on the testimonial one next so that you guys can actually give me feedback and I can actually link it into the webpage. Because again, this is part of our own dog food, right? Like that's the cool thing about this project is like all developers need all these components that I'm putting together, right? Like all this stuff. And by the way, the point of this chart was that, you know, people try to turn people into like software engineers. Like over here, we have vibe coders over here and software engineers over here. They do all this BMAD method, spec-driven development, test-driven development, context engineering. I see some value in that stuff. I'm not like knocking it, but I think I like to be in the middle. Okay, not too hard, not too easy, just right. I call it the Goldilocks zone. Okay, so you'll find that like the guardrails I put up with the security skills, that's like, it's ultimately creating plans that become your specs, right? But I don't believe in like sitting down and going A to Z and trying to map, like brain dump the whole app, because then you're limited with what's in your brain. I prefer to like iterate, like let AI do something creative and then tell if I like it or not, and then iterate. Like to me, that's much more fun. It's also much more realistic. I've tried to sit down for hours and like build these plans, like using these tools. And in the end, I just get frustrated, burn a lot of tokens, and then don't end up liking the outcome anyway. So, all right, back to here. Let's put in here that we want to update. What was it that we need to update? There's something tag on it. Oh, I have it in my note. No, that's not it. Something I was going to put on the homepage or something. I've forgotten it. That's what happens. Okay. It'll come to me. Tell you one thing we need to do is we need to fix that Latin piece. Don't need to leave that up there. Okay, hold on a second. Update and remove the testimonies. Okay, and what we can do that really quickly. Okay, for now, I want you to go ahead and remove the testimonial section from the homepage. None of that stuff's accurate. Always want to be honest, guys, right? Don't like be one of these guys that builds an app and puts all this junk up here trying to attract people. No, we'll be honest. If we got no users, then we don't put testimonials. But I'm sure soon enough we'll get some testimonials, even from you guys, right? And then I want them to be honest. Okay. Okay. Also noted that before that like these links aren't working. So let's see here, features, solution, pricing. Okay, I noticed that the links in the headers do not scroll down to the proper sections. Fix that. Yeah, I like that idea. Add a competitor's comparison chart. Yeah, we need to do that. Oh, that's what the idea was. Thank you. Somebody's paying attention. Appreciate that. Let's see, who said that? Reorganize. Appreciate you. We just did this. Okay, and what we're going to do next time is add a competitor's. Comparison. I'm gonna have to go do some research on that. So I don't know if we'll do that next time or not. But what we did do is we did this one. I love knocking off items in our sessions. Updated homepage with new images. I know what we'll do next time. We'll start working on the analytics and the affiliates. I'm going to use this tool called Dub. Okay. Check that out. It's a pretty cool tool. It's not cheap. Okay. But I'm not building a cheap app here. Like, so in other words, you might not need this app. It's like 70 or it's like $100 a month. But anyway, it's going to give me super value because I'll be able to track my affiliates, including you guys, and I want to be able to do that. So it's going to be an expense for the project. And then we need to start finding out where the developers are hanging out, and we need to start adding value there and drop in little hints that, hey, we've got something to help them. Okay. I also want to use this thing called Resend, which will allow us to send emails from Next.js. Okay, so I've got that on the to-do list here, and I'm going to move this down because I'm going to have to do some research on this. Let's see, research. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll move that out a couple days. I'll work on some research during the day and share it with you guys. Okay. Need to make a Discord, dude. Yeah, I've got a Discord, but you know, I prefer to do it all within my mentoring group, and I use School. I'm on School, by the way. I'm the #1 security, AI security, or just the #1 security channel on School. So go into School, go to Discovery, and look for hit the tech button, and scroll down. You'll see I float around top 10 on all of School. But all the guys above me are all AI channels, and I'm the first security channel. And we're proud of that. I have about 7,500 mentees in there. And again, that's my free group. And so drop in there. We're dropping value every day. So hope to see you guys. Yeah. Discord is cool. Yeah, like I said, it's busy though, and it can become a full-time job. So I do have Discord channels, is what I'm saying, but they're for some of my paid mentoring groups that don't even have to do with this stuff. And it's too much of a time drain. I'm on like 6 different platforms. So yeah, not much. I'm not spending much time on Discord at the moment. But within School is where I do my communicating. That's why I brought that up. Check out School if you guys haven't already. It's a good place to hang out and to join other people's groups too. I'm not the only one out there, but I'm the only one doing AI cybersecurity. I can guarantee you that. Okay. And that's the niche that we own. So I'm looking to build an army of people that want to come along, and I'm trying to build a bullpen. I said this before about 20, 30 minutes ago. Like, I'm turning away work, so because I'm just too busy. So I need to be able to trust that people have gone through my program, that I've trained them, that they are rock solid, so that I can build like a little agency of secure vibe coders. And I think the future is going to need a lot of that, because as more people wake up to building these apps, and then more people are getting hacked, then they're going to start saying, how do we do this securely? And we're going to say, we got the answer to that. And by the way, it's going to get easier and easier all the time. It's not, this stuff that we're doing here is not the easiest thing, but it's getting easier every day. And because of AI. And I've been coding for like 46 years, seriously. I know like a dozen languages, proficient in, half a dozen, and rusty in the others. But I don't write code anymore. I review code, and I know what it's doing, and that gives me an advantage. But AI is a better coder than I am. And if you don't think it is, then you're kidding yourself. You're not using Claude Code properly, if that's what you believe. A lot of people out there, they've tried it with ChatGPT or something, and they say, yeah, it's crap. Yeah, it is crap over there. But if you're using Claude Code, you're doing it properly with these skills and agents and stuff, man, you can't say it's not better than you. And what it allows developers to do is free up and build frameworks, build skills, build harnesses is the new thing, build their own autonomous agent on top of this stuff. Right, that's what the future of security engineers or software engineers, like Possible Scripts, You could do that, man, because you're a developer and you understand like architecture and you understand like software engineering principles. Now you should be a super person. Like you, this is a superpower. You should do the work of 1,000 developers, right? Because you're building like systems on top of systems and scripting and like harnesses and agent loops and all this stuff, right? That's how you like 10x, 100x, 1,000x your productivity. And then those other guys at work, they're going to wonder what happened. How come they didn't let you go? Yeah, because you helped automate and they're gone. That's the reality, guys. All right. Hey, enough said. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I know 3Ds is got to run to work. So we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same channel. And until then, you guys be safe out there. I love you all. Be blessed by the best. See ya.